I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Roy Jones Jr., 160 pounds, 5'11" tall with a reach of 74. It's Roy Carl the Cobra Froch, a super middleweight multi-time world champion.
Look at this, these fights are so up for it. Look at that.
And now it's time for the official introductions, and for that, we go to the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is...
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go.
Todd, it's one of my favorite venues. You can't get a better place to fight.
Under the bright lights here for this one, these athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. No defense for that hook. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they wait.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Dean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite-level middleweights. He blocks the hook. So much firepower here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the score. And there's the bell to start round two. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Caught up on how many times this guy gets hit. He's a slugger, Johnny, and you know he's just waiting for his opportunity to strike back.
They've got to be very wary. If you're in with a slugger, they will fight all night for fun. They'll stay in your face. They are naturally tough and strong and aggressive.
And that hook misses. Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. So we enter the final 10 seconds here and a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Beaten, bruised, and battered, but somehow he's still in it.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
Bell rings and we start the third. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Misses with that jab. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Pensacola's finest is down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points for losing the round.
That's a good start to the round for this guy.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Here we go to the fourth round. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They ring the bell, and here we go. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous? That is what writes our history books.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Got out of the way that right hook. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something. Time for the fifth round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. They're both trying for a knockout. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Misses with the right uppercut. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to...
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a...
And there's the bell to start round 6. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Both men step back for just a moment. That left hook won't score. Just missed with that hook. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
They threw the hook. It didn't land. Right hook just missed. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Back out there and switch on. Great round. Now relax. I don't want to load up round. Don't worry about it. Let's go out there. Let's reset.
Here comes round 7. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Those counter punches have to hurt. Stamina is off the charts. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. That counter punch caught him clean. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Swing and a miss with that hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bo, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
And now you've let him get back into it. Now it's a tougher fight.
And we enter the 8th round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this battle?
Touch, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Neither fighter willing to slow down. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Beautiful counter shot. Big swing and a miss with the hook. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it...
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Oh no, Carl Froch got caught. Looks like trouble was averted.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at...
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.